We are back to our studies once again, continuing the chapter Agriculture in India. And today we'll be discussing yet with another topic, rather the crop, that is cotton. Sugarcane we have already discussed in the previous class, and today we'll be discussing about the cotton, its various features, the geographical conditions, and many other things related to cotton. Remember children, please follow the syllabus. What are the things that you are supposed to study about cotton? So, cotton. Cotton is known as the universal fiber. It is one of the most important fibers and cash crops of India as well as of the entire world. It plays a dominant role in the industrial and agricultural economy of the country. It provides the basic raw materials to cotton textile industry too. Now, India, it provides direct livelihood to about 6 million people, farmers, and about 40 to 50 million people who are employed in cotton trade. Now you can see here the pics of cotton. The farmers, they are harvesting cotton here, and here the other side you can see this is the cotton field. The cotton is just ready to be harvested. The requirements of the cotton plant. First of all, is a long vegetation periods around 175 to 225 days. That means about 6 to 8 months time period is required for cotton plants to grow. Its temperature should be between 18 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Ample sunshine and fairly dry conditions is required. Rainfall is good to have between 50 to 80 centimeter, and between it should be the germination and the ball formation period. Warm days and cool nights are helpful while the time of ripening. Soil should be deep moisture retaining capacity and well drained soils with a good nutrient content. Well drained soil, because the stagnant of water can do the harm to the plant because the roots may start rotting. And needless to say, it is the black soil of the Deccan Plateau is the ideal soil for the cotton to grow. Now, cotton are of three varieties. There are long staple cotton, medium staple cotton, and short staple cotton. The long staple cotton is the length of the fiber is more than 25 millimeter. The fiber is long, fine and shining. Punjab, Haryana, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh are the states of India for growing this type of cotton. I go for the last one, the short staple. After long staple, the short staples. Short staples, the length is about 20 millimeter. It is used to make inferior cloth. Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Andhra Pradesh are the main states of India for growing this type of cotton. Between the long staple and the short staple, you have the medium type of staple. Obviously, the length is also medium, that is between 20 to 25 millimeter. This is the main type of cotton that grows in India. Rajasthan, Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh are the main states of India for growing this type of cotton. Importance of cotton, rather we say the significance of cotton. Cotton is the most important cash crops of India. This provides the basic raw materials for cotton textile industries, the agro based industries. Okay, now its byproduct oil is also used to make banaspati, margarine, and soap. The residue of the cotton after taking the cotton balls used for cattle feed. Khadi industry, India is very much known for this, handloom we call them. Khadi industry also depends on it for its growth. Now the methods of cotton cultivation, from sowing, harvesting and processing. So sowing, the time of sowing is different in different parts of India. In some part it is cultivated as a rabi crop, and some parts it is cultivated as kharif crop. Seeds are sown by either broadcasting method or by drilling methods. We have discussed in detail when we were discussing about the cultivation of processing or sowing methods of rice cultivation. So both broadcasting as well as drilling methods are uh, used to sow the cotton seeds. The growing period is about 6 to 8 months, that we have already said. Harvesting, obviously if the sowing time is different, then the harvesting time also will be different. It will have a lots of difference between the northern India and southern India. The time of harvesting is also different in parts of India. In the northern India it is harvested in December and January, while in the peninsular India it is harvested in March to April. The crop is harvested in 3 or 4 picking. You know that we have to pick up the cotton balls from the plants, so around 3-4 times it can be picked. After that obviously the cotton plants are now exhausted. Farmers need to use pesticides and fungicides to control pests and diseases. Now, it is just the picking up of the cotton balls. After that called processing, because the cotton balls together they have to be packed and sent to the mills or the factories or the industries where it will be actually used to make the cotton threads or clothes or etc etc. Now, cotton is picked by either using machines or by hand pick called manually. Cotton fiber is then separated from the seeds by ginning or called ginning. Now ginning is or ginning is whatever you pronounce, ginning or ginning. This is a question. It comes in the exam. Ginning, it is this process is associated. What is ginning? Ginning is that process or method through which the cotton fiber is separated from the seed. After ginning, the lint called fiber is packed into bales, and then those bales are sent for spinning into yarn to the factory. Sometimes the raw cotton in India, which is known as kapas, is sold directly in our local markets, while the ginning is done by the dealers. Now there are some problems associated with the cotton growing in India, cotton growth. Some problems. First of all, the rising cost of production of seeds, fertilizers, labor is a major problem. Deteriorating quality and productivity of soil due to incessant use of pesticides. That means lots of pesticides are being used, due to which the soil is becoming exhausted. So inability to manage water resources effectively and depleting groundwater resources. Absence of modern technology in cultivation as well as in ginning. India, although it is still 60% of the people are doing cultivation, but still our quality of using of our technology is still very traditional, and perhaps it is still need to be improved. So that's why the modern technology is quite absent in our methods of cultivation. Competition from artificial fibers, which has lower cost of production. Synthetic clothes are cheaper than the cotton clothes, that you know very well. So that's why there is a challenge. So obviously people, most of the people or many people, they go for the cheaper things. So there's a huge challenge from that side too. Fluctuating the market prices for cotton and inability to compete in global markets. Cotton picking is completely manual in India because still it has not been mechanized, machines are not used. So mechanized picking is better than hand picking, since the latter, means hand picking, can lead to contamination. And God knows, needless to say, now in this context of COVID, I think the mechanization is vital. The lack of demand for cotton yarn has been mainly due to changes in Chinese government's insistence that local mills use more or homegrown cotton. So now we have to think about very seriously about to have our own homegrown cotton. So what is done or what can be done to improve these problems? First of all, number one, improving irrigation facilities. Initiatives should be taken to increase awareness among farmers for adoption of rainwater harvesting, soil moisture conservation techniques, suitable agronomic practices. That means the farmers need to be trained, should be motivated to use the modern technology, etc., etc., in order to compete in the global market. Because cotton is not such kind of crops that it can be used or should be used by called the same people. It is sold in the market. So according to the market need, the farmers, they also need to train themselves to produce or cultivate their product as per the standard that is needed by the global market. Steps could be taken to improve logistics for transporting cotton, means transportation should be improved so that cotton fiber can be supplied from surplus to deficient areas in a clean manner and it does not get contaminated. Higher trade is called tariffs on import on synthetic yarn may also be implemented, as well as ensuring that easier lines of credit from banks are available for farmers. Now these are supposed to be steps that is required, needed. Obviously the farmers as well as the government part, they should do something. However, you please concentrate mostly on the methods of cultivation, then of course the varieties of cotton, then the basic requirements of the cotton land. With this, we end today discussing on cotton. Wish you all the best. Stay home, stay safe.